experiment. How to keep the fruits fresh after cutting them is one good old problem all of us will be having. I also had the same doubt, especially on apples, because they just start turning the color within seconds after cutting them. Once they turn brown, it no longer feels fresh too. So I did a little search on it and found out two solutions which seems convincing to me. So I'm going to share it with you and let's see how I succeeded in keeping them fresh for hours after cutting. I'm going to cut the apples into pieces as you can see. So why the apples are turning brown so quickly in the first place? Well, the reason is the enzymes and the iron in the apples will react with the oxygen, which makes the fruit go quickly oxidize. As a result, the flesh turns brown. So if we want to prevent the oxidizing, the first thing we can do is to reduce the apple's exposure to air. The simplest way to do that is to submerge the apple slices in water immediately after cutting them so that we can prevent its exposure to air. Or you can keep them in Ziploc bags. If you want to keep them in Ziploc bag, one thing to make sure is that the air is completely pressed out, or else they will turn brown inside the bag too. But it's a little difficult on a daily basis to keep them airtight, right? So I'm going to go with the water as it requires no expertise, so it's easy also. So I'm going to try with the water, but we can't just put it in water for hours, right? We need a solution so that we can cut and carry it with us when we travel and eat fresh apples whenever needed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of lemon to the water. The reason why I chose lemon is that they contain citric acid, which slows the chemical reaction and prevents browning. And I'm going to submerge the apple pieces in them for a few seconds so that the apple pieces are coated with a layer of lemon juice. Take them out and going to keep them in a closed container to avoid maximum contact with air, and let's see, keep it aside and let's see whether it will remain fresh or not. Okay, now I'm going to keep it aside for a few hours and let's check out the results after some time. Another method I'm going to try is with honey. When I read about this method, I thought the children will like the taste of honey than lemon juice and thought to give it a try. So let's see. I'm adding 2 tablespoons of honey to 1 cup water. There is actually a peptide compound in honey that stops the enzymes which is responsible for the oxidization process. And honey coated apple, they actually have a pleasant taste. And the kids will love it. I think they will love it better than the lemon juice. apple pieces in water for 3 minutes and take out and keep it in an airtight container, and let's see the result after some time. Together I'm going to keep it aside. So after 6 hours, this is what I got. As you can see, one piece I kept outside all this time, which as you can see turned brown, actually turned brown within a minute itself, and the other two pieces, this one I kept in lemon juice and kept outside. As you can see here, it is still fresh, and this is the one I kept in the honey solution, and it is still as fresh as the new piece, as you can see here. It worked perfectly well for me, but I think there's a few things we should consider while doing this. One thing, the ratio should be perfect. I mean, if you took a very small amount of honey or lemon juice and mix it with lots of water, it might won't work because it is that much diluted, and it should be coated with it, right? So the ratio should be proper, and honey should be of best quality, and store-bought honey, even from well-known brands, won't be pure honey as they claim, and might affect the result. If you don't like the tanginess of lemon, you can use any other citrus juice syrup, like orange, grapefruit, or the sweet lime, we say musambi. If you don't mind the tanginess, you can put the pieces directly in the juice, or you can add 1 or 2 teaspoons of lemon juice directly to the apple pieces and give it a good mix. For an amazing recipe with a honey, lemon juice and the fruits, you can check out my video in the description box. From my experience, it worked really well for me. You try it out yourself and let me know about the result.